episode 1. There's a lot of offensive material in this, so if you're easily offended, don't tune in. This is grit. This is real Southern men here to bust some cheeks, take some names, and bust cheeks again. So we're going to start out, go around the room. My name is Rusty, the kind of host here.
We really have to call you Rusty?
That's fine. I mean, I like it. I gave it to myself.
Okay. I gave it to myself. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so go ahead, Spencer.
I can't introduce myself now because you already gave me my introduction.
Yeah, so that's Spencer. I just totally stole that from him. Next up, we got Barry. Go ahead and say, hey, Barry.
Hey.
And next up, we got Michael.
Hello, my name is Michael.
So I'm going to tell you how we started out. So earlier today, we were driving, and we saw the guy getting a handy earlier.
Oh, yeah, Michael, you missed out on this.
Yeah, so we were driving around the neighborhood, and
it was beautiful.
We pulled around the backside, like you know how cul-de-sacs have the circle around, the little cul-de-sac at the end, they'll run around. So we came to it, and there was a pretty lady in a hijab with the light on.
Burqa is the correct term, though, right?
Is it? Okay. So giving a wicked handy to this guy at the end of the driveway.
No shirt, just socks.
Yeah, no shirt, just socks. Yeah, dude, we freaking like deer in the headlights them super hard. We pulled right. Russ had his high beams on because it was dark.
And she looked up and
looked
smiled.
Right at
she
us and
smiled.
Oh,
like
boy.
That's a young Jenna Jameson at work there.
Oh, yeah. You know. And old boy didn't give a shit, though. He was all sitting right back, just enjoying himself, leaning back.
Drained.
He's all drained and shit. Her hand was so far deep in his dick. I mean, it was just whatever.
This is what we just saw before getting here.
Yeah.
How do you get deep in someone's dick, Spencer?
Oh, man, let me tell you, take it all the way to the base, man. Where else?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking to go inside the urethra.
Yeah.
Deep
I mean, hey.
Finger slam
dude,
is the sight.
Yeah. Do y'all remember that shit?
7th grade.
Dude, 7th grade, there was this whole, Barry, you remember this?
Sounding? You were talking about sounding?
No, I'm talking about, okay, so back in 7th grade, there was this whole thing going around, you know, back in the early days of YouTube and, like, phones. Everybody had their razors out doing whatever. And old boy came up to me one day, and I'm just too much of a goody-good to understand things. And so, like, old boy comes up to me, he's like, hey, man, dude, you got to check out this site. It's really cool. And me being, like, 11, I have no context with anything. He's like, dude, check this out. It's called Finger Slam. It's really crazy. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go to this site, or I type it in like a retard, and straight up, boom, big old gif of this dude getting his dick drilled with two
Pringles
fingers.
Can
Yeah, Pringles can dick, by the way. Michael knows something about that. And just like 2 fingers just jamming in this man. And I was just like, oh, ruined my life. You don't remember that?
Just
No,
fish
I've never
hooking.
seen
Just
that one.
fish hooking, man.
I never watched that.
Oh, dude, it was all like his urethra was all like split apart and everything.
Man.
Dude, it was rough. And if anybody knows if that's fake or not, please let me know. Because all I have is this memory.
Hey,
just
there
burned.
was that other one too. It was My Lazy Sundays, and you type it in, and it was one of those things that the window floats around the screen so you can't exit out of it, and it's like and it's like 3 dudes just going at it, but they're like 70. It's like fucking geriatrics just beating cheek, and I'm like, whoa.
You said it was Lemon Party?
No, it was called like My Lazy Sundays.
Okay,
and
well, there's another one called a Lemon Party.
it was like
and
that.
And a Lemon Party is the same thing. It's just old geriatric
Dude,
gangbang.
Straight like
You know,
got
okay,
done watching
now-
Jury TV, you know, put
Now,
their
now
checks.
the name
their-
kind of explains itself, but I remember this one, and my sister's older boyfriend, he was like, hey, man, you got to check this site out. It's great. And so it's like one of those ones like you described earlier where, it kind of bounces around. You can't really exit out of it. You're kind of stuck. And this is back when the internet was real slow, so it took a second to even really figure out what was going on, through all the buffering. But it was called meatspin.com. and I mean, and as soon as everything gets done buffering, it's just some dude getting jackhammered, and he is just up on top, just a spinning helicopter about to take off.
Oh, man.
Anything with meat in the title is
Oh,
definitely
man.
a website.
Let's see. I love the description, Lemon Party, though.
Yeah. You really know it's
just
gonna be.
imagine, like, lemon. What's a lemon do? Makes you pucker up, all these fucking, like, raisined out old men. I mean, I think Raisin Party been a little too on the nose, so you got to leave a little bit of mystery with Lemon Party. Lemons, well, I like lemons,
Hey, dude.
Found out you were wrong.
So back remember in T-Town, the video we were sharing. So during our Tuscaloosa trip, we went to party down in Alabama for the weekend. I don't know why, but somehow in my internet history, I stumbled upon this video of this guy who got a sack and got took this speed bag off the speed bag mount, wedged his big old fat gopher sack in there, and he had this like jack bodybuilder chick just working it, and she was just kara kara kara, and you hear him like a damn hound dog on the other side.
You hear him like beating in this little like sarcophagus that he was put in.
He's loving every minute of it. They're just whacking it, whacking it, whacking it. And then she starts dropping uppercuts where it's like glove, sack, wood. And just boom, boom.
Pinching you, here's a
And he's loving it. And we just kept showing random people we met that day this video. It's pretty gross, man. Just a sack getting clacked, and man, it was rough. But it's the same guy. He's just volunteers.
Oh yeah,
a guy like that lives for this. You know what I mean? There's that one dude for that one kink that's always.
Oh yeah, dude. I ended up going down the old rabbit hole on it, just having like the best time of my life showing people. And that's when I discovered, it's the same guy, same bald-headed white dude. Just like there's like videos of him and like loads and loads of other girls. Like it'd be any type of video you want, whether it's he's getting like busted with nunchucks. Fucking just like standing there, she's all like in a like fake ass like Sub-Zero outfit, and she just whipping that shit and going right for the undercut.
That's so sure.
You know what I mean? And then like the other girls just like jumping on him like all heel, like he's on the ground too, like so it's just all heel through sack through floor, just like curbing it, and just like it's amazing. Like just watch this one guy like just living for it. That's a tough sack.
That's
a tough sack, man. I wouldn't know what to do with that thing. That dude bust through anything.
Yeah, so that when I got to talking about hound dogs, it reminded me that did I ever tell you the story about my dog Shadow? We call him Shadow because he just follow you around all the time.
You may have told me, but I don't know if you told Barry.
Yeah,
or
so we had this like it's just a little beagle, and it got stepped on by a cow, and it had a big knot on its nose, and it was mentally incapacitated to run in circles and do weird shit. And and we used to pull the trucks. We had a gate, and you let the trucks in at Granny's house. And so when you open up the gate, you drive the truck in, he would get right underneath the wheel, lay down on his side, and just start howling.
Oh yeah, you
like
told me
take
that you
me
have
out.
This, like severely
I'm
suicidal dog.
Yeah, like schizophrenia, just times 10, hates his life. Yeah, take me out. It was sad, man.
Oh, no,
like
no,
you ever
no.
seen a dog on its last end? Just man, that thing on the watch.
Yeah, man. I remember you telling me about that suicidal dog one time. Too bad I didn't get to meet it. I had to deal with your little shit for brains, little crusty ass Jack Russell wannabe dog. Always running around barking at shit.
Oh yeah.
What was that dog's name?
Shelby. It had anxiety, man.
I thought it was a boy.
No, shows how much you know about my life.
Yeah,
No,
shows how much I know.
It was Shelby is his name.
His name?
We've had some good times
Her
on the
name.
farm though.
Oh yeah.
Russell's little back porch in the barn, out there throwing down, big parties, big bonfires.
Yeah, that night. That's the night. That's the night you did the dirty dicking, right?
Yeah, it's a night dirty dick old
He's
girl.
all ashamed.
Go on,
Yeah.
tell me about it, dude. Tell
Oh,
Michael. I don't think
man.
Michael knows the story.
No, I don't think Michael does know the story. So Michael,
You heard about the dirty dick you did, Michael?
Which one?
Which one?
Which
Yeah.
one? Don't play it like this man's a like freaking.
I got two stories.
Okay, well,
Kinda
okay. To be fair, I guess he is like an incessant dirty
Yeah.
dicker.
Yeah, kind of an obsessive dirty dicker now. So home on leave, and I was going through some old contacts. I mean, that's what you kind of do whenever you're home on leave. You trying to get some strange, whatever, and you ain't getting no strange, so you kind of hit up what you got.
Speak for yourself.
You hit up what you know. You always take it back to the roots.
Yeah,
Michael.
exactly.
And so long story short, I'm out hanging out with this girl. We'll call her Samantha. And
That's very specific.
yeah, so me and Samantha's out hanging out, and I was going hunting with my buddy Trey the next day, and one thing led to another, and it's getting late, when it's going down, and we've been drinking wine, I finally get up in there, I'm busting cheeks, not for long though, Michael, I've never been a man of.
I got things to do,
No, well, I wouldn't say things to do, man. I just never had much hang time. I don't know what it is. And I'm in there, a couple minutes. I had a good time. I got in, got out. Well, next thing you know, it's like 3 o'clock. I'm in the truck heading to the hunting camp, and we get out there, and hunting camp's about good 3-4 miles from where the actual stand was I was sitting at, and I get dropped off on the four wheeler. Old Trey comes back, pick me up at the end of the day. Man, we sat around bullshit about what we saw for the day. And then next thing
and
you know,
that
the full
sweat is just accumulating in your nuts by this time.
Well, see, it ain't got sweaty yet.
it ain't got sweaty yet. That's the thing. It's been cold as shit. I'm shivering. You know what I mean? I got a couple layers on, got my boots on. Like, it was cold.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, fuller won't crank back up. And we're 3-4 miles from from the camp. No cell service. We start walking down the road. And me and Trey's just walking, bullshitting around. And you got a couple layers on, got my coveralls on, and you're getting pretty sweaty,
Yeah.
We're hiking it out now. Still no service. It's getting dark. It's kind of scary, I mean, we might be, it was a little spooky. I'm not gonna lie. And, walking through the woods, these little trails, man, hearing all these weird noises and shit. But we finally we probably went, 2-3 miles, whatever, maybe a little bit further, and finally got someone on the phone, picked us up, and we started heading down the road. And Rusty calls me, lets me know he's having a it might have been a New Year's party, something like that. Was that what it was?
I just do whatever the fuck and just told Granny, hey, we're just having a party, do whatever. She's old. She'll take it. She can't really do anything. What's she gonna do?
But so I'm like, oh man, I ain't been asleep yet. I ain't took no shower. I'm dirty. I was like, man, I'll go out and have a couple beers. I ain't planning on getting no ass now. I'm satisfied. I've been relieved. And
Relieved.
Putting a hurting on that X videos.
But sure enough, we get at the party, whatever, and I'm drinking beers and having a good old time. Actually, Trey dropped me off at my mom's. I picked up her old dirty Durango, and this thing's like probably the first Durango ever made. It smells like cigarettes, and it's got cigarette ash everywhere, and old just dirty dirt road Durango. And one thing led to another. Party's dying down, and this girl was kind of feeling me a little bit, and one thing
looked at him once.
looked at me once, and I was like, you know what? So I'm gonna go for it. And I was like, hey, I got this Durango over here.
That's how you did it?
The old dirty Durango.
I was like, wound up, bringing old girl back to my Durango.
He didn't respect this woman. Let's be clear. Right?
Yeah, I mean, no real respect going on there, but
Durango.
But lay her down in the back seat. I'm not a man to use condoms. I'm not. That's probably where that whole me not getting much hang time kind of goes into play. It'd probably help out.
In the honey dick action.
Oh man, we don't even want to get into the honey dick action yet. We was going at it. Probably good like 3 or 4 minutes.
A whole good 3 or 4 minutes, man.
Oh yeah.
Putting that work in.
Just pulled out, blew the load right in my mom's backseat of that old Durango, and then I don't remember what was going on. Everyone started calling. So I actually think someone came up to the door, actually. Said we was all going to Waffle House. Sure enough, just, I popped in the front seat, put my pants back on. We went to Waffle House, and after everything was said and done, old girl bought me Waffle House.
Oh, my God. Like, that's awful.
Yeah.
What, the Waffle House? That's kind.
No, Waffle House was good.
Yeah.
Waffle House
Can't
good
complain
fuck.
about the Waffle House.
And she bought it?
Yeah, she did.
Honestly.
At least she could do.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's the least she could do at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Hey, you ever tell you about that time Spencer cucked old boy out real bad?
How you doing?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
So we were not gonna drop any fucking names here, but we went to Sticks River one day, and we'll call this girl all right. Anyway, don't call her. All right, we'll edit that out. I just dropped the names. Just cut that out. And we'll call the other girl Marion. Jesus Christ, I have to edit this.
That's definitely a unisex.
Yeah. So what happened was we got back, and they, Marion lived in a house with a guy named Mario, we'll say, and.
Hold on, I'm getting the names confused now. So you said the girl.
Marion is a girl's name.
Marion and Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll say Mario.
Yep.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, that's
So anyway, she keeps showing Spencer attention all night. The girl does. It's out of this couple. And I remember just coming in the house, and Spencer, after a long day at the river, makes himself at home and stretches his legs out on the couch and stuff. And the girl, fiance, I guess it'd be, or the boyfriend walks, and he's like, "Damn, just make yourself at home." And the girl was sitting right in front of him, and he had her hand on her thigh, and he didn't give a fuck who's seeing it. Spencer was in this man's house, might as well have been opening his fridge and eating his groceries. You know what I'm saying?
Done made that man a bologna sandwich.
Yeah, just might as well started using his PlayStation Online account and wrecking his kill to death ratio while he's at it. But he's just sitting there But he's just sitting there making himself at home, and the guy's like, oh, giving him the side eye. Spencer didn't give a fuck. Spencer's half asleep, grabbing cheek. She's like, going with it. And poor old Mario, I should say, before I drop his name again on the mic, he's just butthurt in the corner, kind of watching and glancing, and it was a really awkward time. It made everybody in the room uncomfortable. And
Oh,
Spencer
dude,
didn't
that
care.
I
He
didn't
don't give a
know what was
fuck.
going on. I was passed out. Okay.
Speaking of musicians, G Hall at the end in high school. Oh, shit, let me edit that out. Well, I don't care. I'll dime them. Did you notice, like, they used to work the shit out them slow kids?
Oh, dude, they were selling
They,
cookies.
they used to make them make cookies like it wasn't an option. Like, I remember every morning they rolled by with, like, what'd they have? They had the butter cookies, the chocolate chips,
Yeah,
the
just
Dasani waters.
Oh yeah, man.
They were making money off those kids.
Dude, they're making so much money off those kids, man. Dude, it was just nothing but slave labor in that thing.
Dude, and it's crazy because, like, I walked by G Hall one day where they, that's where all the kids had hit him in the hall, and I hear old Charlie, I've been baking cookies all day. I might as well have some. And I hear, no, Charlie, those are for selling. You make the cookies. You don't eat the cookies. Poor little guy, he just want a snack, man. Get this guy's a union rep or something. Jesus Christ, dude.
Fucking union up in
Working
here.
the hell out of them little boys.
Yeah, but sure enough, like every Tuesday, was it Tuesday? Like every Tuesday morning, they had them fresh baked cookies, man.
Oh yeah.
Fresh
And they were.
baked.
I don't feel any guilt by
fresh.
eating them. They were super good.
Yeah, that's what's bad. I didn't feel no guilt. I was like, yeah, I'll pay my $1 for half a cookie or whatever, and that's the best cookies I've ever had, man. There's a lot of love poured into that, for
Yeah, I
sure.
know. People don't believe me when I say, no, they used to work the hell out of them boys. I bet during Corona and everything is shut down. They still had that little Down syndrome sweatshop going in the back, you know what I'm saying? Working the hell out of them boys.
Dude, that shit was so bad, man.
Yeah, because, like, it wasn't an option like arts and crafts. It was, I mean, you look at their schedule and it just probably said, like, slave labor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Elective.
Sweatshopping it. I don't know, man. I felt so weird about it, like, because I got to go to class. Why can't you go to class? I'd like to make some cookies. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, looking back on it, that was pretty
Why
fun.
would you feel weird about that? That seems more like jealousy, right?
That's a little bit jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, I like making cookies.
Here
Got a little
I
bit
am.
of baker in me.
Here I am struggling with physics, and this guy
Yeah.
is having the time of his life. Well, actually, no,
Actually,
he wasn't because he
like-
was forced to.
It's
I was
like
in
from our
regular
previous
classes.
conversation, he wasn't having a good time.
I didn't take physics. Or, I don't even think I took trig in high school, honestly.
Really?
Honestly, the hardest class I probably took in high school was probably a math class, but it was probably like algebra.
Yeah. Like the latter half of senior year, like at that time, I've done. Yeah, trig was like the last hard math class I had to take in high school, because like with playing sports and stuff, like year round, one or two of those blocks is always filled with the sport, whereas other kids will fill it with extra math class, fill it with this, fill it with that. Like it was always a sport. So like by the time I ended up getting around to trying to do, like the last half of my senior year, it was like, okay, you can do either pre-cal, or you can do what was it? It's like the only thing I can remember when being called as is like math in real life. I don't even know what the class was. All I know is all I was doing was like basic math, like just adding and subtracting and
Algebraic
like
connections.
algebraic connections. Is that what it was called?
Life.
Yeah, probably
algebra.
so. But hey, talk about high school though. This is what I remember about high school. Because we were all kind of young and didn't really understand all that much about. Yeah, we understand our sexuality. We weren't going
I like where this is
oh,
going.
nut to butt
Okay.
kind of thing. But
Well, you might be. No.
But man, did I miss out on some ass?
Mm.
Like looking back at it now, all the little
Oh,
hints,
yeah.
all the little things.
I was in a relationship the whole time.
No, that's where you fucked up.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about missing
Oh,
out. right?
man.
But I mean, honestly, I'm glad that I did. I don't know.
You're glad,
Maybe
man.
it's just two perspectives.
Man, what I'd kill for a high school
like
girl
your
these
opinion,
days, man.
man.
Look at me, I'm the loner.
Man, don't be saying that shit to me.
Let me go around
I've
the
been
corner.
watching To Catch a Predator nonstop, left and right. Chris Hansen's gonna ask you to take a seat here in just a minute, man.
I am taking a seat, so we can talk about it.
Yeah, so we can talk about it. It's like, so what did you mean by that? You would like to go back and smash some more, high school puss. What did you mean by that?
As
Well, it's a
that
strange
age group,
animal. It's
I
actually
would've
found in
wished
the
I would've-
Amazon.
It was like, just to clarify,
Just
Chris.
to
High school
clarify.
spit, like
Dude.
what?
No, legit. What I did in the bathroom, in the cafeteria that one day, that should be like Catch a Predator. I'm on that
Well,
list.
see, the thing is, now, all right, before we get too far, to clarify,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
that
yeah.
statement can lead you down a lot of paths to
Oh, yeah.
like getting fucked up. Okay.
We'll walk through it.
So we're gonna walk through that. Now, what exactly took place
So,
in the bathroom?
You remember this, Barry? You remember what I did in the bathroom during the lunch break that one day?
You talking about where you used to like drop trowel completely at the urinal?
Yeah, so like
Alright,
third
so
grader.
Pink out everybody.
Yeah, so I used to get. You remember this, Michael? Ever tell the story?
No.
So
This is senior year.
This is senior.
So like Michael wasn't there.
Yes, it wasn't here. So I went in the cafeteria was right beside the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom and got completely naked. I mean, I dropped trowel, shoes, socks, everything on that greasy, grimy floor. I'm like dirty footing it, right? And I stand 3 feet back from the urinal completely naked. I'm just holding my junk, acting like I'm trying to pee from a long distance. It's like one dude would walk in, and he'd see me and be like, "Oh, God." And then he'd be like, just get on the wall, and he'd post up and watch the next guy get got. And he wouldn't even warn. It's just like a train of dudes just line up. And
you told
eventually, I wanted to speed it up.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Hey, man, run in the cafeteria and say there's a fight right now." And so then one of the dudes on the wall runs to the cafeteria and says, "Hey, Rusty's in a fight right now. He's going in." And then all these guys come scrambling there. Girls, guys, everybody comes scrambling. And at this point, I'm committed. I'm like, I'm not moving, dude. I'm sitting here. I probably shouldn't be doing
Not
this.
fucking moving.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
Honestly, I think I did hear about this, like on my lunch wave.
No, this was our senior year.
Yeah, you weren't
Yeah.
around, man.
Yeah, and anyway, so everybody starts coming in, and then the baseball coach comes in who knew my dad, and he goes, "Damn, Rusty, you couldn't have found a stall." And I was like, "They were all full, man." And then he's like, "Just get your clothes on and get out of here." And that was my last run-in with that baseball coach. Well, actually, he's seen me naked another time, but I'll get into that another time.
No,
but-
no, no.
Yeah, you talking about the next time he shot me
Yeah,
naked?
do
So
that.
that was when I was 18. So then when I was like 22, supposedly well out of school by now. Probably should have, known better by this point. But I was down this dirt road. Me and my girlfriend, now wife, were hooking up in the car, and kind of like old dude, getting the handy earlier, just found a spot and went with it. And I'm sitting there and having a good time. All of a sudden, this whip rolls up, and the window comes down. I couldn't see a face, but I heard, "Hey, man, if you stay back here any longer, you're going to get the cops going. They're going to think you're dealing drugs back here. It's a big drug dealing hot spot." And I was like, "Is that you, Coach?" He goes, "Yeah, man. This is my property right here. I own this White House right here. You're just hanging out." And I was like, "Oh, all right, man. I'll be out here soon." And that was it.
I'll be out here soon.
Yeah.
But
I
then
didn't tell him like I was leaving. I was like, "I'm going to finish."
I was like, I'll fucking
I
finish.
mean, you already that far, man.
Yeah.
As long as he didn't throw you off your game, man, you keep going with it.
It's like, did you ever drop boner?
Nah,
Or
no,
is
the
it
whole
just
conversation,
the whole time
I'm
just
still
like
torqued, man.
fully torqued, just
It adds
talking
that
to the
excitement to it,
coach?
you know what I'm saying?
Had the excitement, didn't know what to do with yourself,
Yeah.
except keep pumping.
All those baseball showers.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was quite a day. Nothing like old Michael over here.
What about Michael? What about Michael?
Just being Michael, man. Every day having to wheel it around that Pringles can, back hurting and shit. They don't make
Oh,
training
dude.
bras for that thing, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Man, Michael, man, talk about that big Pringles can you got there. Oh man, did you remember how we used to save water at our buddy house, man?
Oh, we going here?
Oh man, you talking about a?
What was that? A four or
Oh
five?
man, dude. I mean,
Me,
how many
you,
was it?
Brian, Tyler, and
Oh yeah, just saving water in the shower. We was in there
just
2
saving
hours.
water. Yeah, we said we were saving
Yeah,
water.
y'all said
in there
you're
for
saving
2 hours?
water.
Oh,
Yeah, in
wa-
there for 2 hours is butt fucking naked,
Hey,
man.
man.
Washing bags,
Pointing at
suds down
wieners.
cracks, man. It was completely hetero.
Hey, dude, since you brought up, did I tell you the story about what happened?
No, man, I love to hear it.
Yeah, so he was messaging this girl for one of Ashley's friends for some feet pics, right?
Oh yeah.
And he's messaging her, and he was messaging her while the friend was hanging out with me and Ashley, and she's like, "Oh, check this out. He's requesting pics. I'm gonna snap a couple real quick. It's no big deal." I was like, "Hang on a second." I got her to get on like one of those little chairs and with the footrest.
The ottoman.
Yeah, like an ottoman stop, and she lays across it, and I said, "Lay her, like push your legs out," and I threw a blanket over it. I got on the back side of the chair, and I told her to tuck her feet in the covers, and I put my feet out, and I sent pictures of my feet to him, and they're like hairy man feet, gross, like black toenail, all this shit, and
Just eat up from
it's
football
just,
cleats.
just gross, like years of football, military, you name it, right? Just gross feet, and anyway. He's like, "Thanks," and she's like telling me, "You got to do arches for him and all that." So I'm like doing a photo shoot, right? I'm arching the toes and all shit. And then like a couple weeks later, she messaged me and said, "Hey," and messaged me and said he really likes some pics and he's enjoyed them the last couple weeks. Dude's been just
They've just been
yerking into
yerking
my
it,
pic,
like,
just
so
my
much to your
ugly
face.
ass
What?
feet.
What?
Yeah.
Our
No, it's a different one.
Oh, okay, because we
Nah.
were going from like who I knew, and I was like,
Man,
Yeah.
talk about that, dude.
But you know he's got like a
So,
gallery, just a gallery of foot pics. And,
And you're one of the.
he just
you have a-
revisits mine like once a month. He'd probably
So-
fight me if I told him that.
Well, yeah, if he ever hears this,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
probably.
because he knows what's up.
He knows.
Yeah, he
He'll
knows
know.
what's up. Never found out.
But no judgment though.
No
No
judgment.
judgment,
Okay,
man.
so,
you know
It
what? If-
brought pleasure to him.
I'm gonna tell you something,
Worked
dude.
at
If you ever
Chick-fil-A.
need some feet to masturbate to, they are not mine. I have Chewbacca feet. But if you're
Yeah,
into
got
it, you
some-
want to
got
pay
some
for it, I'll
ugly-ass
send it
toes,
to you.
man. They meant for the grocery store.
the Piggly Wiggly.
Dude,
thing.
Oh,
straight
God.
up, dude, straight up. I went to Walmart like 2 nights ago.
Barefoot?
No, I wasn't barefoot, but no, there's like 2 girls, man, dude. Let me tell you something. I've never seen blacker feet in my life. Walking all through the freezer section, just bare fucking
man,
foot.
dude.
Dairy
Man.
Yeah, putting old
dingy
Captain
feet.
Morgan on the Eggos while they're reaching
Yeah,
for
dude, sitting there just like putting her feet on shit, dude. Like
Oh, man.
blacker and fuck,
That's
man.
like when she's got so much shit on her feet that she's leaving tracks on it. Just some
Yeah,
dirty
yeah,
grocery
yeah. It's
stuff.
like
Oh,
it's like the
man.
tracker
All day.
perk on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But nah, Rusty, talk about your story now. So back in barracks life, my roommate, you know how the barracks are set up.
Oh yeah.
Nothing special. There's a little like 2 little bedrooms. You share like a little kitchenette area. Not really much of a kitchen. My roommate, he was porking this chick. Oh god, that chick had the worst breath though. Oh man, dude. Anytime she walked in the room, you smelt it. I don't know what was
Those
going
kind
on.
of give the most bomb head.
Oh
dog.
man, I remember one
Dude,
day
don't
like
even say something like that.
oh man, it was rough, dude. It was rough, man. I don't know how he went through with it. But and he was fucking this old girl, and some random dude's like, hey, send me something sexy kind of thing, and we're all in there playing Monopoly, fucked up playing Monopoly, I'm fucking over there busting heads, you know what I mean? You sure as hell ain't passing go on my watch, you know what I mean? And this, she's telling us all about the guy. He's like, yeah, some creep keeps asking me for pictures, but I was like, I'll send him a picture real quick. I kind of got a juicy ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got.
Barry is.
No, I got
Oh.
something for Barry here in just a minute.
Oh
Go ahead.
yeah, what you mean? It was real hairy. I was, I kind of aged a little earlier than the rest of the age group growing up, but it kind of,
Full beard at 13. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, a lot of the ass hair kind of fell off throughout the years.
No, but for
But,
real though, like I've since high school, right? Since high school, I've talked to people and they'll be like, actually, no, somebody
cut the
asked
man off
me.
in the middle of the
Somebody
story,
asked
right?
me
Yeah,
and
man,
was
just like
like,
my
dude,
story, man.
dude,
Yeah.
you know who had
Instead of
the
fuck
hairiest
myself.
who has the hairiest ass in high school? And I was like,
Barry.
we both looked at each other and said, Barry.
You remember I used to wear those fucking those man thongs at football practice?
Yeah.
Oh,
shit,
man, the boys loved it.
Finish your
But,
story
uh,
though before this prick interrupted.
Yeah.
All
my
right,
bad.
so like I was saying, I can't even remember that girl's name, man. Oh man, I'm just gonna call her old stank breath ass. She's like sending, showing what the dude's sending over to her on Snapchat, whatever. I was like, all right, I got it, man. I went, I did the whole, I tucked my shit, closed my legs real tight and tucked
The
it
old
all
Britney
up.
Spears.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it was
Kill
like a,
Bill it.
Hold on, hold on, could you
reverse
tuck your
goat, a
nutsack
reverse
in
goated
this
it. You know what I
Buffalo
mean?
Bill it.
And
Oh, Buffalo Bill. Would you fuck me?
Buffalo Bill.
What you
Oh man, I'm sending the, and she's, she's taking pictures of my ass, sending it over to him. Which guy wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I mean, it was,
It's
you
like
know,
they don't know no different.
no, but someone had been taking these pictures. Like, there's no way that she had, like, unless she was like Mr. Fantastic had a stretchy arm or something. But
That dude's just rocking a boner. He's not thinking clearly. When's the last time you thought clearly with a boner?
yeah, exactly. And but he's like, oh, that shit's so sexy, and he's like, he's talking it up.
To be
how
fair,
does that
he's
make
not,
you
I'll
feel,
be
Barry?
honest with you, Barry. To be fair, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so we probably hit him 5 or 6 of them. That man probably done got off. You know what I mean? And then we zoomed out real good, and he saw my, he saw my hairy man chest. I was butt ass naked, and my hairy man chest and the Monopoly board, and he was like, oh fuck, oh
After he
man.
done splooged on himself, he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he's got that confusion.
He's
after
like, okay,
busted,
number
but,
one,
oh.
he's got the post nut clarity, and now he's got the post nut shame.
Oh
and
yeah.
then the realization that he just busted to a dude who has a
Yeah.
nice ass. So, to be fair,
You've said that quite a bit, Spencer.
he does.
Yeah, I mean, I
He's
have.
looking over
I was
here.
blessed with a
Yeah.
nice fanny. Actually, I worked
that
hard for
back
this
man.
fanny.
A nice fanny over there. I mean, you gotta respect a good ass when you see it. That's
Yeah,
the way it
you do.
is.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Hey, so I do think catfishing should be like outlawed in some shape or
I'm
form.
gonna take a
though.
piss.
All He's going back. He's coming back. So I do think catfishing should be outlawed because one time I was hitting this girl up while I was AIT way back, and she had like this Kim K kind of look to her. She had the jawline, chiseling, all this. And I was messaging.
Jawline? What
She had to define jaw. Like she cut right.
All right.
And she's cutting. And crazy thing was, after I got to messaging her, she'd say things like, are you okay with dating, big girls? And I just thought she was thick because, sometimes thick chicks kind of get self-conscious by being big or whatever.
No, that bitch was tall as fuck, wouldn't she?
No. She started sending me pictures, and she had like a really big butt and a tight waist, and she was just hitting all these angles. Like, man, she's just really well built, nice curves and all. And I'm expecting a curvy chick, and so I go in the freaking bayou behind the get you out apartment in the middle of the night. I'm texting her. I'm like, hey, I'm here to pick you up. Finally have first date. So I'm just driving, and
You're probably gonna bring her somewhere classy too.
no, I just brought her to get some crab legs, or not crab legs, my frog legs. But I'm sitting there,
Frog legs?
Yeah,
I was
some
gonna
frog
say,
legs.
Daggone, if crab legs ain't
that's
fancy.
a
what
bayou
else
bitch right
is?
there.
It is. It's straight up.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sitting there driving past, and I don't see anybody, but I do see like this, really heavy-set woman. I just keep driving. I'm like, where are you at? She goes, you just passed me. I'm like, fuck. I mean, I've already driven 15 minutes. I'm definitely going to smash.
I was pre-checking up before here.
Yeah, I put my 15 minutes driving.
I'm ready.
I'm getting, if she's down, I'm down. And so, anyway, I go to hug her, and we have like this awkward stepbrothers hug, I'm like trying to feel her out, and she knows that she lied to me, and then that I know that it's weird chemistry going. She's like, oh, I tricked him. Is he going to leave? Is he going to stay? And again, I drove 15 minutes, so of course I'm going to stay to hit it. You know what I'm saying? And so, I get to doing a little hug and stuff, and she's be like a Christmas ornament. She's not like no curves at all. She'd be like straight like a Christmas ornament, little bitty head at the top, and she just lied to me. And if I'm expecting to drive a Corvette that night, I don't want to get stuck with a damn Suburban.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
Bayou's hot. It's muggy. It's full of nasty.
Oh, dude.
She was moist out there. Chilling, waiting
Yeah.
on you.
And so anyway, we have a date, and I eat my plate, and she eats some of mine, and as you do, and then we go into her apartment, and she got a kid and all, and she's like, oh yeah, and my grandma lives here. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm 18. I got all these problems going on. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm just trying to get a nut, and but like she honey dicked me. I was expecting something else, and
No.
It's
She
honey pot.
dicked
Honey pot.
you. Yeah,
No.
she
honey-
honey potted. Now honey
Honey
dick
pot.
and honey pot are
Honey
two
Winnie
different
pooed
things.
me, yeah.
Yeah.
Piglet, bother. Yeah, but yeah. So I finally start smashing all this, and I finally get the idea. I was like, hey, you gonna ride? And I just said it as a kind thing to do. I didn't think she's actually gonna take me up on the offer, but sure enough, she does. Man, she puts in effort, and I'm sitting there on my back. And she's and then I'm sitting there on my
Sounds
back,
like a
and we're on
nice
like
girl.
a really flimsy mattress, like a really shitty box spring, and she starts dropping it, bam, bam, but it's like no rhythm, it's just power, undirected power straight down, like blop, 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 and she gets to hit me, and every time I'm just brr, sinking in the bed, and the damn mattress is coming up like a taco bowl, and it's like hitting my fucking shoulders, and it's like surrounding me. I'm just getting beaten in this mattress, just like brr, brr. And then after a minute, she's sweating hard as a motherfucker. I'm like, hey,
Old sweat hog.
I appreciate it, but
Did you give her a high five at
You're
least?
good.
appreciate the work.
I mean,
Little
You
good
talking
game,
about,
little
man?
smack on the ass.
yeah.
Man was in love.
Let me tell you something, man. People, look, I'm all about some big girls. All right, I'm gonna be the first to tell you. But what I'm saying is, you shouldn't false advertise it. You know what I'm saying? Because a big girl treats you like MVP, like 2015 Cam Newton, unquestioned MVP. Like
Hey,
you
put
run the
yourself in
shit.
her shoes though, right? What would you do if you couldn't get anything?
Yeah.
You was just settling for
She
yourself.
can't-
Like,
no,
I'm gonna tell
there-
you right
no,
now, all
no,
my
no.
pictures on Tinder, you ain't seeing this bald spot.
No, but here's
yeah,
That's
we're
fair.
being
That's
honest
fair.
here, right? Don't we?
I
only
add
want the
about
best?
6 inches to height.
We always false advertise.
But
I think
here-
everybody.
But here's the thing, though. There's a market for big girls, and especially she's pretty too. She's real pretty. She's like a big Kim K. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and,
that's a win, right?
But when I'm expecting, something else, and I get there, I'm like, motherfucker. Well, of course I'm gonna hit it, but like, dude.
Well, what's the?
But I'm just mad, Like I'll go to this. I'm sitting
Not
there.
mad enough to not get a boner.
When I'm
Yeah,
on, yeah,
we just
I was hammered. Yeah, I went. And that, by the way, I don't drink at all, and all these decisions I made were 100% sober, and I did this for like 4 days straight. It wasn't a single night thing. Just wore this chick out. Yeah.
So-
I just wore this
man.
chick
Fleet
out.
of sound mind.
Committed
Yeah, I
time.
just hammer time. Just go. But the thing is, I felt deceived. It's like, when I'm on academy.com trying to find this specific shoe, and then I go in the store and like, we don't have that shoe. And I'm like, well, damn it. I guess I'll get these fucking New Balances that were like my fourth choice. You know what I'm saying?
No, I would,
And I don't know, I felt
knew
betrayed.
about it.
It should be illegal in some shape or form. Bait and switch. Businesses do bait and switch. They go to jail. There should be at least a fine, like social contract violation. Tinder
Well,
should have it.
Take
Yeah.
that shit to court, man. You know, bring it up. You know, like 12 years later.
Oh, I don't regret it, though. You know what I'm saying? I still got like a special dent in my fucking hip where she was dropping down.
Talking about, getting into something you really don't want to be in. But you
Barry,
kind of
bring that mic
but
about
you
a fish
kind
from your
of but you
face.
kind of felt like at this point in time in the night it was already just gonna happen regardless. We got back from deployment. I've been cranking it into buffer and porn, staring at the wall. I mean, it's been just
Making that imagination
imagination
roll, man.
running wild.
That's the
You're
most
like,
creative thinking you've done.
you-
in the
yeah,
longest time.
I mean, you're looking at a good, nice strawberry in the defect. You're like, man, that thing got some cheeks to it. You're just anything you could think of at this point in time. And we're back. We're in Colorado, living it up, in the mountains. I'm out at the bar. It's a nice Wednesday night, and I'm going over there grabbing another beer. The bar we'd always go to is it was a couple dollars, whatever, and you drank till you're drunk. It's you got
Could you grab me one, Spencer?
just drink after drink. You just give a tip or whatever.
A beer.
And well, I'm in line. I'm pretty drunk at this point in time. No alcohol tolerance whatsoever at this point in my life. And I'm sitting here chatting it up with some mature lady. At the bar. And, one thing went to another.
How mature are we talking?
She was.
Give me an age, man. Don't
Yeah,
be dropping
I want to
like
know. You said
Yeah.
mature.
It
vague
was,
ass
it was her
terms.
birthday. I don't remember if she was.
It was her birthday, though.
It was her birthday, and
You were
she got a
present.
present she was not ready
Unwrapped
for.
him.
Which birthday?
I don't remember. It
Was she 50 plus? Did she like
it
Bon
was,
Jovi
it
and
was
Def
50
Leppard?
something.
Okay.
She was old enough to where she was wearing a hat at the bar.
Oh, my
Oh,
mom was wearing a
man.
hat today. My
Oh,
little sister
yeah.
was giving her crap, too. She was
Oh,
like,
man.
Mom, I'm embarrassed. She's like meeting up. She's like on the varsity cheerleader.
It's
squad now.
no, her daughter was there.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Her
that's
daughter
hot.
was there at the bar with
That's
like her
super hot.
husband
Dude,
because
that's- Oh.
she's got older kids that are older than me.
I'm
Yeah,
like
she's
30%
And
after hearing
we walked back over to their table, whatever, and I'm shooting the shit,
mature.
with her daughter and her daughter's husband. And the daughter like straight up in front of me, like, you're not about to bring that guy home. And she's like, it's my birthday, I'll do what I want. And I'm like,
Arguments that daughters and
I'm
moms
like,
have.
I'm like, yeah, she's gonna do what she wants. And I was like, I think I want it too. I'm a little drunk, whatever. Oh man.
Well, who was actually looking better, the daughter or the mother?
Let's get serious here. I mean, it don't matter what that daughter looked like. You cut that age in half. You know what I mean? But
What?
You
God.
cut an age in half.
You're an
man.
animal.
I'm like, hell, dude, your mother probably ain't as old as this chick. And we get back to her house, man. She had like 15 dogs, man. It's all running around, man. Oh, just going crazy.
That's a chick that'll give you an RJ without any
All right,
warning.
so, I get in there, man. I'm, she wasn't ready for it, man. I mean, I'm straight back from deployment. I'm horny. I'm ready, I'm drunk.
I'm drunk, by the way.
I'm drunk.
Just
PTSD
I got-
disclaimer.
I got hang time. I've got whiskey dick. I mean, not like whiskey dick where you can't get it up. I'm not flaccid. I'm ready.
Not for long, at least.
And I'm in it, man. It probably had to be 15, 20 minutes. And of course, like she can't take it like that. She ain't she ain't that prime like she used to be.
Yeah.
She's done. She's tired. She's about to take her dentures out and go to bed.
COPD
And
There's other 50-year-old women who might be listening to this thinking, "Hot boy."
oh boy, I'll show you what.
You
No,
what?
they ain't gonna be ready. So I finished up with that. You know what I mean? It was oof. And man, I don't know if it was her that gave me the clap. But it went a couple days later. I'm just doing anything that even looked my way. I'm like, what up? You know what I mean? And we were at another bar a couple days later, and
Didn't learn a damn thing.
never got my note with that 55-year-old or however old she was.
Yeah, that's when the whiskey dick really kicked
Oh
in.
yeah,
you couldn't
it
even
wasn't gonna
bust.
happen.
He was thinking about the daughter.
And raw dogging, of course. And
Standard.
and well, I don't know if it was her or this younger
drunk?
chick a couple days
This is
later.
not life advice.
But I'm at the bar. I'm with my buddy Trevor. Trevor's a good guy. Trevor's listening, man. Shave your damn mustache. But no, I'm at the bar and I'm hollering at this chick and she's busted. Oh man, she was rough. And Trevor's like, don't do it, man. He's like, dude, don't do it. And he's like pulling me over there, like right in front of her. He's like, dude, don't do it, man. That bitch ugly as fuck. He's like, I don't care, man.
She's
I'm
just
going
hearing
in.
every bit of it.
I don't care, man.
Crying.
Oh yeah, she's hearing every bit
Like I
of
say,
it.
well, as long as all she needs to hear is that you
All right,
don't
all right.
care.
Now this I mean, this bitch was real trashy, right? She came up to me like, we were talking for a second. She like grabs me, comes at me, grabs me by the penis. And she's like, how big is it? I was like, I guess you're just gonna have to find out. I didn't want to tell her the truth. It wasn't very big. But I get her back to little, took her to little bees, and I'm going at it, raw dogging, of course. I mean, I'm drunk soldier talk, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna go get breakfast. We're gonna do this, and that. I talk some shit up, man. Like, hey, I do that whole like drunk soldier play out. We getting married, all this dumb shit, because it's just funny. And
Is that really a thing?
Yeah. It's a big thing, man. Oh yeah, you meet a girl at the bar, man, she's yours. And
I read it from the internet, but
But yeah, man, it wasn't a couple days later. I was back home on leave, man, and sure enough, later, man, I got this nice little drip. Actually, I noticed it on the plane ride. I was like, what the fuck? My wiener feeling weird, And I was like, oh, went hip to like the little bathroom. I was like, man, a little goo coming out of there. And I was like, man, and I was like, man, did I crank one out, man? There's a little residue. And I was like, maybe I did, man. I was like, maybe I did crank one out.
Vein cranking this morning.
And man, but sure enough, a couple days later, I'm in there getting a shot of penicillin and some, I don't know, some big old horse pills, but I was good to go a couple days later. Oh, man.
Moral of the story is, I didn't learn a damn thing, and I'm still raw dogging.
Oh,
I
yeah.
learned condoms.